All right, here we go. Math lesson, April 29th, 2020. All right, we're going to start with our, if I can move the paper. We're going to start with our fluency. Number one, let's zoom in here. Doop, 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 doop. Number one, Stacy says that 12 times 0 and 5/10 or 0.5 is 60. Is she correct? If not, what is the correct answer? All right, simple as that. Let's multiply. Do we need to line up our decimals when you're multiplying? No, you do not have to. All right, so 12 times 0.5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. Now, you can multiply through the 0. Yeah, let's do that while we're at it. So we're done with the 5. We're done with this. 0, we're going to put our placeholder 0. 0 times 2 is going to be 0. My bad. 0 times 1 is going to be 0 because anything times 0 is 0. Add them together. 0, 6, 0. Now, the answer would be 60. However, we forgot a decimal point. So, in our original problem, how many spaces does the decimal go over? Just 1. So in our answer, it needs to go over 1. So it would be 6.0 or just 6. So she's wrong. Try again, Stacy. All right, let's move on. Let's go to number 2. There are 2 parts here. The first one, we're going to solve each of them. 3 times 3 times 5 and 2/10. So let's go we can go from left to right here. Let's do 3 times 3, which is going to be 9. Well, I didn't use my times 5.2 yet, or 5 and 2/10. Times 5.2. All right, let's multiply. Do I need to line up my decimal? No, you do not. 5.2 times 9. 9 times 2 is 18. Put our 1 there, bring our 8 down. 9 times 5 is going to be 45. Plus 1 is 46. Now, the decimal in 1 and 1. So 48, oh my goodness, 46 and 8/10. So 46.8 is your answer. All right, remember, you can stop. You can pause the video. You can slow it down. You can, if you already did it, you can skip ahead. You can rewind, whatever you need to do. I'm going to keep moving, though. All right, now, 3 and 2/10 times 21 and 4/100. Ooh. So, do we need to line up our decimal when we're multiplying? No, you don't. Okay, so 21.04 times 3.2. All right, we can do this. Let's do it. Ready? Woo, woo. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 0, 0. Remember, anything times 0 is 0. All right, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Now, we are done with our 2. We're going to put our placeholder 0 and move over to the next place value. So, 3 times 4 is going to be 12. 3 times 0 is 0. Anything times 0 is 0. Plus the 1 is going to be 1. 3 times 1 is going to be 3. 3 times 2 is going to be 6. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's add here. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. The decimal. Whoa, how many spots do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! 1, 2, 3. So our answer is, I'm going to write it on the top so you can see, 67 and 328 thousandths, or 67.328. All right. Again, you can pause it, whatever you need to do. Let's go to our DMR number 3. Solve the following using the order of operations. Wah, 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 wah. All right, we love order of operations, or at least I do, and hopefully you do too. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division. Remember, left to right. Woo, where's my finger? Left to right. Addition and subtraction, left to right. All right, here we go. So, parentheses. Woo-wee, we got a lot of parentheses. All right, so in this set of parentheses, we have many operations, and that's okay. So inside the parentheses, we need to also follow the order of operations. So do we have any parentheses inside of this set of parentheses? No. Do we have any exponents inside this set of parentheses? Yes, we do. Our exponent, 4 squared. 4 to the second power means 4 times 4, which is 16. Not 8, 16. So I'm going to write 16. I'm going to bring everything else down just so I know what I used, what I didn't use. You can combine a little bit, but I'm going to go step by step so that you do not get lost. And it's okay if you get lost, just rewind it, it's fine. All right, we're still in this set of parentheses. Are there any more exponents in here? Nope. Any multiplication or division in here? Nope. Ooh, we got it easy this time. Addition and subtraction in here? Yes, we have both. Now, we're going to go from left to right, so whichever comes first. So we're going to go from left to right, whichever comes first. Oh, addition comes first. 15 plus 31, you could do it off to the side. 15 and 31. Oh, you can't really see that, my bad. 15 plus 31, 5 plus 1 is 6, 3 plus 1 is 4. So we have 46, I'll go back on the page there. We have 46 here, minus 16. I'm bringing everything else down that I didn't use yet. 46 minus 16, let's do that off to the side. 46 minus 16, well, 6 minus 6 is 0. 4 minus 1 is going to be 3. So our answer here, we have 30. Nothing else in the parentheses, so we can drop that. Bring everything else down. Divided by parentheses 6 plus 4. Do we have any more parentheses? Yes, we do. Here, right here, 6 plus 4. What is 6 plus 4? Woohoo! 10. Sorry, beat you to it. Haha, just kidding. Okay, so write down our 10, bring everything else down. Now we have 30 divided by 10 is going to be 3. So your answer is 3. Woohoo! Bada bing, bada boom. Awesome job. Again, you can rewind, fast forward, whatever you need to do. All right, let's look at number 4. Number 4, write 2 other ways to represent 5 to the 4th power, or 5 with a power of 4. Well, we know that 5 to the 4th power also means 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's one way. 5 to the 4th power. So these, you can also put times here instead of the dots. I know on your keyboards it might be, it might look different. That's okay. They both mean the same thing. So that's one way. Another way, well, we can solve this. And then that would be another way. So 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5, 25. 25 times 25. So actually, 25 times 25 is another way. Or there's another way. When you multiply that, 5 times 5 is 25. Woohoo! 5 times 2 is going to be 10 plus 2 is 12. Done with our 5 and our remainder. So we are our carryover. So we're going to put our placeholder 0. 2 times 5 is going to be 10. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. Addition, we are going to add 5 to 6. So 625 is also an answer. Any of those work. Also, you can do 25 times, so any 2. So you only need 2, you guys. Only 2, only 2, only 2. I'm showing you multiple. Also, 25 times 5 times 5. It's also the same thing. Or you can do whatever, 25 times 5, which would be 125 times 5. Typically, you might see it as the first way that we did and the third way. So any of those represent the 2 other ways to represent 5 to the 4th power. Any of those work. All right, let's go to air practice numero uno. Wow, my little bit of Spanish there for you for the day. Okay, so number 5. We are going to look at this table and this number line here. We have a true and false, so we're going to figure out what's true and false. So the value of point A, all right, here's point A, is less than -3. Well, here's -3. Because -2, -3, -4, here's our 0. So the smallest number is going to be all the way to the left. And as you go closer to 0, it's getting bigger, bigger, bigger. And then when you go past 0, it's getting bigger, bigger, bigger. So it's going to go from least to greatest, from left to right on a number line. So the value of point A, so if we look at A, is it less than -3? Well, it's at -2, so A is at -2. Which is closer to 0? -2 or -3? Which is closer to 0? Well, A is closer to 0, so -2 is closer to 0. Therefore, it's going to be greater than -3. So -2 is going to be greater than -3 because it's closer to 0. So our answer here is going to be false. So on your Google form, you can put F, and then we'll get to the rest. The value of point B is greater than the value of point A. Well, which is closer to 0, B or A? B is, so B is going to be bigger than A. Yeah, true. So you can put F, then T. The value of point D, so this one is -4. Oh, that's +4. That's on the right side of the 0. So that's +4, not -4. What are they thinking? So that's going to be false. So there are your answers. False, true, and then false. All right, let's take a look at number 6. Here we go. Which point is in the same quadrant as the point -1, 4? All right, so remember our coordinate plane, if we have, I'll make it a little bigger, my bad. Here we go. Okay, so with our coordinate plane, we have, remember you go with a backward, when you draw your C, you go counterclockwise. So we're going to start where the C would start. So this would be quadrant 1. This would be quadrant 2. This would be quadrant 3. And this would be quadrant 4. Now, the points. When you go in quadrant 1, you always go X and then Y. X and then Y. So it's always going to be X and then Y. Always. I'm starring it. Do not forget that. So when you have X and then Y, you go X, so you're going to be, you start at the 0. You always start in the middle, at the center of our axes, at the origin. Remember that vocab word? The origin. So when you go to the right, it's positive, and you go up, positive. So it's going to be positive, positive. When you go to the left, that X is going to be negative. The Y is going to be positive, because you go left, positive. So these are what our coordinates are going to be. And then when we go in the third quadrant, we're going to go negative, negative. So negative, negative. And then quadrant 4, positive, and then negative. Positive, negative. So the point, -1, 4. So we're going to go -1. So we're going to go backwards 1. Then we're going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What quadrant are we in? We're in quadrant 2. So when we look, we're in quadrant 2. Now, which of these? So if quadrant 2 is a negative and then a positive, we're going to look to see which of these has a negative X value and a positive Y value. Same thing here. This X value is negative. The Y value is positive. So negative X value, nope. Negative X value, yes. Positive Y value, yes. So B will be our answer. Let's double check. Negative X value, nope. Negative X value, yes, but is this a positive Y value? No. So those are X's are the ones where they went wrong. And this is also wrong. It's not a positive. So our answer is indeed B. All right, here we go. We're going to our last one, number 7. Woohoo! I love graphing. I hope you do too, because it just brings joy to me. All right, let's see if I can get this, squeeze this on here. Okay, so Alessandro plotted a point A on the coordinate grid below. So he plotted A on the coordinate grid below. He reflected the point, so reflected, so we're going to reflect, just like if you look in a mirror, it's going to be a reflection, so it's going to be moving. He reflected this point A across one of the axes to create point B. which ordered pair could be the location of point B? So what he did was he put it over one of these axes. We don't know which one yet. So let's figure out the possible points where it could be reflected. So A, how many units away is A from the x-axis? 1, 2, 3. Do you see that? It's 3 units away. Let me zoom in here. Beep, beep, beep. It is 3 units away from the x-axis. Now, so it's also going to be 3 units away on the other side. 1, 2, 3. So our point A, when you reflect it, it could be at 4, 3. So that could be a possible answer. Or they could go the other way. So how many units away would A be from the y-axis? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 4 units away on this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it could also be at -4, -3. All right, so do we have any of these as an option? -3, -4. Oh, sorry, I need to zoom out. My bad. Do we have -3, -4? No, it was -4. Remember, x value first. So -3 or -4 and then -3. So that's not it. -4 and then +3? No, not up there. +4, -3, +4, -3. Well, then no, that's where it already is. So let's hope it's D. +4, +3. +4, +3. Woohoo! So our answer is D. It just said what is a possible one. The other one was not listed, so that's okay. So your answer there is D. All right, again, you can rewind the videos, whatever you need to do.